There we are, I think. Let's see if the microphone's on. Yes, sir. Okay, what we have? Some new daily quests, I'm guessing, yeah. I'm at the infinite. Quests. So there's some Rift Pass quests that I haven't done, right? Kill one survivor, stun one killer, hook for different survivor, sabotage one hook. Let's do that. Just to get it over and done with. Let's play survivor, Detective Tapp. We'll put on a sabotage thing instead of kindred. Instead of resurgence. Or we bring a toolkit. You know what? Let's bring a toolkit. And what's our tome? Okay. Halting while using Windows option, I can do that. We'll start. Everything's set up. Good to go. Here we are. Where does that need to go? So a little bit that way, I think. Like that. Is that the microphone in the middle? I think so. We are good to go. I've read it up. What's the noise? Is that from the test lobby? I guess so. It's like a static speaker sound. I guess it's because it's that's kind of annoying. You can get rid of that. We'll just turn the volume down. I guess the story is the... Hello, Pachuca. Hey, it's going well. How are you? Clean. You still on the YouTube? Lizard Lake by Onic. Raf with flash lights and smoke bombs. Go back on Saturday. Hope your stay has been good. And going back on Saturday, then you can relax for a day or two before work starts again, or oh, very nice. Yeah, work takes up too much of your time, if I hear you correctly, or work and commute. Work and commuting. There we have a thingy, they're going there. Let's go to somewhere else. There we are. Somebody's going upstairs. Looks like the killer and a survivor or something. That was quick. I'll try not get another jobs if I can while it's better commute time. At least something a bit more remote. It's the night. Looks like she's going for a rescue. No, she's getting chased. Which means I should probably go. Let's run. Will the night come back here? No, it goes that way, it looks like. It's a good night, or it at least makes quick work of the survivors. I can definitely understand that it seems like a impossible situation to be in with that much commute, and unless it's a job you really like, I guess. They're sneaking around a little bit. Survivor, oh, he's back on that one. She's trading. And how about you and Pippi? Do you have any plans for anything other than visiting? Oh, oppression. Do we run? I guess we do. Let's run through the house. I just lost my thingy. That wasn't good. I haven't sabotaged anything yet. I'll go back for it, I think. If I can. He's coming over here. What do you say, Raf? Did you get hit? Here comes the guy, the big guy. Let's not take him over there. There he comes. He's coming. Something about I think. Oh shit. He's coming. Is he chasing me? I think he plans to. Oh, damn, he's going for one of those again. Went in front of me that time. I think I missed it. Let's see if I go up here. Do I see where he is? I think he's over there. Which means I should be able to sneak out here. No, that was nice. There he comes. He's coming in here, I think. That's drama. Where's the gen? There should be gen here somewhere. There's one. The plan next year. We do have plans, but it really depends more on her than on me. The plan is next year for her to come to Portugal for a bit, but she's the one who needs to make the decision. I am. I say I am, and it's her family and everything. And I see. And how is it? What's the relationship with the family like? Do they know that you're visiting? He's gonna pick up. She's rescuing. Let's just do it. Run away a little bit. Oh my lord. Do I run back or something? Is there a banner? Can I do that? I guess I can't anymore. They don't even know I exist, and we've been in for more than 4 years. Oof. But yeah, we've discussed this a lot, and we know that they won't react properly to the news of me existing now. I can't imagine. It's not easy. I like that little glowy charm he has. But I think do not know the worst case scenario. So how will everything play out if... Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah. We can't take risks without fully committing to... Yeah. Yeah. So you need to be sure and have it all planned out before, because you never know. Exactly how it will play out. That's a dilemma, I can see that. And also puts both of you in difficult positions. Let's take a drama. Does he really? No. I freaking knew he would. I knew he would. Can I run back to that thingy? Damn. Then she came to her uni to study while she's with me, but by 5 p.m. she has to go back home, and I only see her like 9 a.m. the next day, but we take it as better than nothing. And would it be right and also that what you're going through now is a step in figuring out a step in the right direction to figure out what will eventually be, I guess, a decision one way or the other. Exposed. Let's go back. Channel key. What does it show me? She's getting chased. He won't change targets, but if he touches me, he'll hit me, I think. If I understand that correctly. I stopped the killer. It's not a good loop. Damn. I think I got the little loopy challenge as well. I raised the 2 pallets and the big one and the shed as well, but I think we're all almost dead. So why not? That is true, it didn't tunnel anyone. I spread it out fairly. A nice knight. A noble knight. Oracle. Deserves a GG. Very nice. We didn't get to sabotage, but the rest of the things, or we did a lot of things, right? So we should be able to get that. Let's get into tome. Where did we? There. So what we have? We have a couple here. Sabotage 3 hooks with violent killer turrets. Well, let's do that while we have that thingy going. So let's put a big one. Let's put a big one. Unlock sabotage. Yes, 18 charges. Sabotage the hook requires 6. So that's 3 times at least. This is sabotage speed and also speed. Let's do it. What's this? From notified. Let's do speed, just so we can. We're ready. We have the tome, sabotage and hooks, 3 violent killer turrets. Can I do that spread over several challenges? Yes. No problemo. But I'll try to do it here. I think this I can also like do in more than one challenge, right? So we'll take those 2. Next. Try to complete these tomes. It'll give me a good sense of completion. Now with this I can't really. Should we change our drama to light while we run this? because I don't want to lose this setup. One thing I see is that I pick up hacksaws when I see them in the web, but I don't do the same for cutting wire. Can you see that? So I've got 84 hacksaws, but I've only got 38 cut wire. And the same with probably grip wrenches. When I see a blue grip wrench, I pick it up because, oh, that's an important thing, right? Same with wire spools and socket swivels. But I don't do the same for cutting wire, which is kind of an important one if you want to sabotage. What time is it? 22:10. I need to kind of keep an eye on the clock because my daughter needs to go to bed at a reasonable hour. There's not really any point to start before 11, I think, but no noodles today. Oh well, for my daughter, she has got some noodles. No noodles for me. I have not eaten any noodles. I am eating cinnamon buns. Noodles today. No noodles today. Do I usually say I've given my daughter some noodles before bed? Cinnamon buns. Where are we going? Where are we going? Everybody's here. There's a gem. Let's just jump on it a little bit. There's something going on there. It's just a survivor, I think. Somebody's close. His nemesis is choosing me. Let's get some distance. We could get a light off here, I think. No! I did not run that properly. I should have looked behind me, I guess. Damn it. Did not run that properly either. Damn it! He's too good with this noodle. Speaking of noodles. Talking about noodles, he had the nemesis. He has something to do, phone call or something, probably. There he goes. I need to buy a barrel of cinnamon buns. I do indeed call the whip a noodle. I got that from some YouTube video. Someone who plays Nemesis as a killer, I think a girl. Yes, probably. Yep, that's why he showed up. Everybody's here. Oh, my heart always breaks when I see so many going for the same rescue. wants to tunnel. Damn. Camping tunnel nemesis. Yeah, it's okay. He plays this game. I don't mind. No, I didn't get to sabotage any hooks, which I'm kind of a little bit sad about. But what if I do this now? I'll do that. And he come. Will we find another hook to sabotage? That's my question. No, he's tunneling. He's still tunneling. He's still tunneling. Still tunneling. There's one, but I'm not within the killer radius. Here he comes. I got one. Yeah. Punch me on. Did he punch me on hook? I don't know what he wants, but I think what tunneling is so I've been watching Fun Goose, right? And he says he plays, if all the survivors come for rescue, then he says, well, how nice, then I'll tunnel. Because they're too altruistic, right? So if a killer camps a hook and everybody just goes on a gen, you complete 3 gens before the first stage, So it's suicide for a killer unless the players play it badly and go for that. I got one. Unless the players play it, badly by going to the thingy. So when I see him play, he camps and he tunnels if that's what gives him the best win. However, mostly he plays against good people and they don't do that. They spread out the generators and he constantly tries to push them off generators, right? For the win. And he does the same. Whenever there's somebody on a hook, he never goes for a rescue. Because there's always about the other survivors going for rescue, right? So you always wanna, stay on hooks until the killer has left the area of the hook, right? Stay on gens. No, yeah. So but I'm not defending him. I think that Nemesis was kind of to just let me take this one survivor out. That's true. That said, if you camping a hook brings out 2 survivors to that hook, so now he has 3 survivors occupied, and it'll be easy to get the next down. Why would you then do anything else than camp the hook? That's a perfect strategy. You'll win every game, and you'll lose every game if you do that against good players, because they'll complete all 5 generators in no time. While that one person is, and they spread out the gens, right? They do the important ones in the middle and so on. If you do that, and it's yeah, exactly, yeah, and the reason these solo queue games, it's so as far as I understand it, the high level games are very survivor sided. Survivors win all the time, and that's with tunneling and camping and everything. but the solo queue games you lose all the time, and the reason is what I notice is there are some games where I play with 3 players, and you know the whole not many games, but some games even none of them ever touch the generator, which means one player might have a flashlight and sneak around after the killer all game. One of them is just running around panicked, and one is trying to, you know, get that killer's attention and use pallets and stuff and train that, and they're not even interested in the generator, right? So it becomes this weird game. I've also played some games where I down a player, and I know that I've been followed by somebody and they brought flashlights and stuff, and I look around, the player's down, and sometimes I can even see 3 people squatting. So okay, you're all here, nobody's on chance. So what is my plan now? Should I pick the survivor up and get blinded, or or do I guess I just have to try to slug this. Well, they won't leave, right? They won't college it. They'll just. There came some big chat. Yes, they won't leave. They just like bugs to a hook and to the killer. And then it's difficult not to camp and slug, and sometimes even tunnel. If that, first survivor user hook is really annoying. So he is body blocking you totally. If somebody body blocks you after you've unhooked them, right, and he really goes for it, then I hook him another time. And if he does it after the second hook, okay, then I'll hook you one more time, for example. No, so sometimes, of course, I just turn against the wall. That's my usual MO, and I usually just pick up right away. But with some squads, you kind of notice that none of them are interested in doing a generator this game, or escaping or something, or interested in blinding the killer. That's my function. And then, if you're really getting haven't used my lithe yet, have I? We'll go back. See if he's still after us. Don't think so. Think he's somewhere else. That's it. I don't think there's anything illegal in the game. So tunnel, you wanna tunnel, go ahead. If you wanna camp, you go ahead. And my argument for that, I don't mind that being legal, is of course that it's not a good strategy if you're playing against players. Gigi says Big Mac K Kaz, which I'm guessing was from the other game, Nemesis, for example. Hey man, GG's, I'm very sorry for. Oh, no problem. Pred Alien Place. I was the Nemi. Bruh, he says. Oh, says. No. It's, tunneling is fair. That's part of the game. And gin rushing, for example. Right? That's what I equal tunneling, right? Gin rushing. That's a strategy. There are counters. And it's not illegal. Or they would make it illegal. Or they would make it illegal. Now, with Mr. Wraith here, I might not get my sabotage until killer territories, unless I kind of go towards or down if it's in range. But I can totally understand some people don't like that. You finally sit down, you play the game, perhaps you're playing with your friends, and you load up, you get everything set, finally join the game, you don't even get to touch a gen or anything else, you just, killed out within the first few minutes, and now you have to stare and wait for everybody else to finish it. It's not the most exciting thing. So here, oh, he's coming again. There he is. I probably should have not gone up there. Where do I go here? Where do I go? I probably should have used that pallet there. Do I make that vault? I just might. Now how fast could I run that? Not fast enough. That was a stupid vault to do. Oh well. You live, you learn. There we are. Thank you very much, friendo. This time we go upstairs. I think if he comes for us. Yes, he does. He went down really fast, so he knew some trick there, I think. He knows this map. Now, we know that he'll come back to that little gem, but the Nemi is here. Awkward. No, it's okay. Did you plan to tunnel Nemi? You use that as a, what's his name? Big Mac? Do you use that as a strategy? Or is it just a streamer? Sometimes this streamers get targeted first. I think that's sometimes a thing. But I'm not sure that's very often. If anything, we're just as often spared. And we're off. This time I won't go through that loop. So we'll go through this one and we'll do a quiet vault. And we'll go here. He's chasing. Do we heal? Heal? Oh, thank you, Lonnie. He's down there. Yes. Let's at least get him away from the. Okay, if he wants to follow, he does not. Signora is down. think he's chasing someone. There he is. Sorry, friendo. I thought it was chasing someone. We continued for farther up. I should probably get a sabotage in, right? I was too slow. He's gonna hear me. That was giving him a free hook. Where am I going? I don't know. Oh well. Next game, we'll get that sabotage. I have so many of these boxes, I never used them. I might as well just bring them for this challenge. I don't mind. The basement deck. Advanced looping strategy. It'll throw them off guard. They never expect it. That one Sable Park, I can't remember that one. Sable Park. Do you find them if you type in that? Sable Invocation, Weaving Spiders. Wicked. Ah. Wicked. Very nice. Hello, Fuma. How are you? Nice. I am good. What time is it? Oof. I'll take one last game and then I have to go get my daughter to sleep. So it's a short little gameplay here. And if I still have energy when my daughter's finally asleep, then I'll take another. Matches are, you know, I don't complain. I get my little bit of that by that fix. I don't mind matches where you get tunneled a little bit and stuff. So they're not going badly. However, for me, some might complain. But I do get some, sense of course, when you run around and when killer chases you and you make a window and something like that, that feels nice. And a fair night, yeah, that's true. The night was quite fair. The usual stuff, yeah. There's very few parts of the game I don't like. I don't like slogging. That I don't. Such a taxi game. I think when playing a survivor, the only thing when you're left on ground and now there's little to no chance that anything will happen other than you waiting for the killer to finally pick you up or something. That part of the game, I guess, I find kind of annoying. But, we've had like 2 quick games here where I guess the first one was definitely tunneling. The second one I was just unlucky, perhaps run into the raid and die first. So 2 games where I died quite quickly, right? But they were exciting all the way through. I think they were very fulfilling games. You get to chase, you get to run around, try to escape the killer. You get hooked, you get unhooked, you get healed, you get on the chin. Rinse and repeat. What the whole game's about. I even got the stun in against the enemy, right? I never got stuns in. So that was great. And you complete a tome here and there. No. Challenge here and there. Or a quest. What's not to like? And people are people. I think perhaps it comes a little bit by being a teacher, right? So I have these kids, 25 kids, and I have to teach them. You cannot go into that profession and not like them. You have to just like them and wish them the very best. Some of them are probably, toxic by data players if they were playing Dead by Daylight, right? They don't want to do their homework. They never bring their stuff. They're never on time for class, and they won't leave their phone. Yeah, they won't do this and they won't do that. But at no point would I ever, complain about that. It's those are the kids. You take them as they are. You take them as they are. Oh, you hit me good. There are only pallets, there are no walls really. Didn't get to that one in time. So this is probably a bad map for him, right? The way he kind of saved those rushes. And do you see? Do you see this? Those two. I hope they haven't been following me the whole game, right? So there's gin popped, so probably not. But that's what I hate. Or that's why I understand Killer's Cap and stuff. And are weary and slug. They're like, what are you doing here? You should be at gin somewhere. And now he goes away, he gets capped. Wait until the killer's away before you even, wait until the killer's away before you even, start to think about rescuing him. Why on earth would you, be right there when he's getting hooked? Two survivors then already instead of being on hooks are on jets. But they are on jets now. It's probably not true what is. Well, I would say they're too fast at least. She's coming right away. If she's coming here right away, then the killer shouldn't leave the hook. He should be right here. Because there's two survivors right here. That's 50%. Why on earth would you go to try to find somebody in the rest of the game when you know, well, there's two right here? Two right here. We'll try to escape him a little bit, I think, because it doesn't serve us well if we go down. Here he comes. Probably counted this one, right? Now, for example, he's hooked there. I would go on a gent until I know the killer is quite away, I think, but he's not in a chase now, I can go for, but well, now I'm setting a bad example because I'm doing the thing I said, for example, this mission Grimes seems to do, which is, staying too close to a hooked, or reacting too fast on a hook. That basement. Mission Grimes is there already, do you see? He's coming straight for me, as if he can see me. Barbecue? So at this point, she would already be moving that way, right? To that location. That I think is a wrong play. We play it this way. Wait until he's in the chase, moves away, goes. So you can secure the hook save and don't waste time. And I won't even try to go after him because I know that mission will go for him. I've got a lithe here I'll use. Go back here. Damn it. I am dead as a doo-doo. I think. That's not a good place to hide. Oh, I get more. Did he bring happening? Oh, two gens would have been done by now if you're doing a proper job, and then they unhook 2 seconds between hook, yeah. These people don't think really, and they keep on saving you straight away. Triggering me. Oh, I hope. It's not that bad, they're just new players, right? Corruptfile.exe. That was nice. I think I'll have to stop it here. And if everything goes to plan, I'll be back later, but you never know. I do have work tomorrow and stuff, so it becomes too late. It'll have to be till weekend. I'm sorry about that, but you'll still be back on your computer and you can test out the new Survivor and Killer, and all the games will be perfect, hopefully. Well, good day for now, at least, and perhaps I'll see you later sometime. If not tonight, then another time.